The dispute over the Gwich'in Tribal Council Grand Chief election drew a lot of people to an N.W.T Supreme Court hearing yesterday. Ken Kykavichik and Sonny Blake squared off in the election in August. After Blake won by 89 votes, Kykavichik appealed the results. His lawyers say the court shouldn't interfere in the Tribal Council's internal process and let the re-election go ahead. The CBC's Nadeer Hashmi has that story.
In September, Blake brought forward an application to the Supreme Court to pause the Gwich'in Tribal Council or GTC's re-election. This week, Blake's lawyers asked the court to uphold the election results and declare Blake as Grand Chief. Kykavichik, who had been Grand Chief since 2020, has made several allegations against Blake and his supporters, including defamatory Facebook posts and undeclared election expenses. Though an election committee declared the results valid, the GTC board overturned that decision and called for a re-election. Blake's lawyers said board members did not exercise their powers in good faith, and that the vice chair is a friend of Kykavichik and supported him during the campaign period. Some Facebook posts by Blake's supporters were also presented in court. Lawyers say the language used in the posts against Kykavichik was defamatory and had an impact on the election, with messages like, quote, "vote for change" and "we need a leader to be community-driven and not divide and conquer." Blake's lawyers say these were just political speeches and it was extraordinary for the GTC to translate them as criticism, and said Kykavichik was aware of the messages but never complained until he lost the election. While Kykavichik's lawyers argued in court that Blake hasn't followed the process and he has leapfrogged the election committee, the GTC board, and came to court. In the election, the lawyers say Blake also clearly violated election rules by not properly declaring his expenses on time. Justice N.W.T questioned Blake's lawyers that an existing GTC bylaw does give the board the final say in election results. Pishe also raised concerns if Kykavichik's allegations warrant a new election. She says that move by the GTC would be a very serious decision. The court will now review all the evidence and issue a ruling in the next few weeks. Nadeer Hashmi, CBC News, Yellowknife.